Okay, we're gonna grab this. Nutty grab. Gonna ask for a better grab. There you go. Literally, I'm not exaggerating. Guys, this is picture, well, not picture, video perfect. Hello boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. Today's video is your weekly gameplay of how to play tank better. Guys, if you want to get better tank, honestly, I am not trying to be egotistical or ego you guys, but you've probably came to the single best place in the entire goddamn website, you know, the entire YouTube. Because I talk a lot, I explain a lot, so if you want to get better at tank, you probably came to the right place. Considering I'm a tank main, it's my highest ranked role, peak troll, well, because I'm definitely not what I used to do. And no, Orisa is banned. We actually do not want that. We didn't want to see that, unfortunately. But I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys for your absolute amazing support on my recent videos, and a couple of you who donated, and one or two people who started subscribe to my coaching. Thank you guys, I really appreciate it, and hopefully more to come, because honestly I hope that I don't have to sell my console, because I'm planning to travel and move out of my family's house very soon. So if I don't gather enough amount of money, yeah, I'm gonna have to sell my console, unfortunately, and I really hope it doesn't come to that. Anyways, King's Show, let me just check my audio real quick. Okay, my audio is good. Okay, so King's Row, I see Kiriko. Orisa is banned, and I really didn't want to see that, because Orisa is actually really great to have. So now we're kind of, I mean, D.Va is not banned, but don't really want to play D.Va here. I see Kiriko, so we actually have the option to start on Hog, but Zarya is not banned, and I actually would like to start on Zarya, because I don't have to, I don't have to be afraid of Orisa, because since Orisa is banned. So we're going to consider, yeah, Zarya, because D.Va is probably going to get played here, because D.Va is not banned. So we're going to go Zarya here, obviously, not only because we have matchup, but Zarya is actually very good on King's Show, and you have to play aggressive. But let's just see, I mean, if we get heals, because if we actually get heals, I'll show you guys how to dominate, but you have to play really aggressive. By the way, I didn't go Zarya because it's a D.Va, but I would have probably win Zarya regardless of what the enemy tank is, because as long as it's not Orisa is really good against me, so as long as there's no that, I just want somebody to take out that turret from me, because I am fully charged. That's okay, I was waiting for that somebody to deal with the soldier, and since that is out of the question, we're going to try to pressure the left side, hopefully deny the remake, but since we were not able to achieve that, we're gonna try to bubble whatever that D.Va decides to push. She's gonna go on my soldier. We're not gonna bubble that. We're gonna save my bubbles for my teammates, as we don't need. Okay, now that soldier has decided to push me. Also, a really good tip that I'd like to tell you guys, that make sure to maximize and use your secondary fire, because it's actually so underrated, the amount of damage that you can do with it. Obviously, even me, I'm still not really the best at it, because I need to practice it, but it does so much damage. It's literally launching Junkrat grenades with the damage boost. Like, it's actually underrated. So the way that D.Va wants to play against you, obviously you're going to be brawling. D.Va cannot play objective here. I'll try to bubble if he peeks me. You actually manage able to save him. That's how, yeah, I was going to say, D.Va was going to push your really good 2 bubbles. We just saved 2 people without bubbles. That's how D.Va's gonna play, because she cannot brawl into you. She cannot play the objective because you counter her directly, and she can't really go anything else. Kiriko is AFK. Well, that's actually a really great sight to see. Yeah, I'll definitely blame my Kiriko for that. But yeah, so what D.Va likes to do is she's gonna push her squishes. So save your bubbles to bubble your squish, and you're gonna be fine. Okay, always go for the other perk for this one, so you can access high ground, because now I'm gonna go for that soldier in a second. He's actually not gonna expect it. That D.Va's gonna remix soon. We're not gonna use bubbles on ourselves, because we need to have bubbles if she decides to bomb. So we need to just wait a little bit, and we'll see what the enemy team wants to do, because we have a lot of. I just need to demech this D.Va. That's Bob. I'd like to put. Look at that bomb, look at that bomb, look at that secondary fire. Alright, this guy's 1 HP, there's no way he survives that. Be ready for yeah, we're gonna die here. I'm gonna grab the corner, so put the team around the corner so they don't push us. That's actually a really smart grab. Now I would like to, yeah, she's gonna remake. There's no way she doesn't because she wants to swap off. Yeah, she wants to stand on the point. She's gonna have to remake. Otherwise, GG's. She's gonna have to remake. Yeah, there it is. We're gonna bubble that. Alright, so far so good. That was actually a really smart grab because I know they're going to push me with the Kitsune. Now that's actually good for me because she didn't die, so now she gets to stay Diva and I'm going to counter her even, like I'm going to still counter her, so that's actually pretty good for me. I just need to be careful of the soldier. Alright, he's going to not see that coming. Yep, that's why I like to do, that's why I always go for this perk. Okay, I have one more bubble in me. Okay, we clipped both of their DPS because we managed. As you guys can see, like the people is not gonna expect you jumping around like a Zarya on steroids because of this. Now we know there's the. Where is the Diva? She's got DMAC. Okay, so we're good. We just need to play slow. Our supports come back and our team retreats because our team is dealing with the flank on the back line. And as you guys can see, what I did there is I just maximized the secondary fire. Secondary fire is so underrated for Zarya. It's actually like it's literally. I'm telling you, I'm not exaggerating. A full charged bomb. I think, if I'm not mistaken, honestly, it feels like it. It literally feels like it's just. Junkrat's like Junkrat on steroids. So yeah, he was forced to switch. He was kind of not only because I would counter him, but I was actually doing a really good job at it. So still, I have free grabs on him. So the way that I would like to play is I want to wait for the payload to get around. I want to get high ground so I can grab behind it. But I might grab the Kitsune. That's what I like to do. Now we're gonna go aggressive with that. We're gonna bubble our soldier. We're gonna bubble him again. We're gonna do that, and this should be game, honestly. If I'm not mistaken, did I hear Symmetra over there? Nice. Okay, we're gonna grab this. Nutty grab. Gonna ask for a better grab. There you go. Sigma cannot get there in time, so that should be point. Perfect. Literally, I'm not exaggerating. Guys, this is video perfect gameplay. We've executed to the maximum perfection potential. Honestly, we've played our corners correctly. We've pressured high ground what we needed to. We chose our perks accordingly. We grabbed two amazing grabs to counter that grab. The first grab, not only I was not supposed to grab there because it's almost impossible to grab against a Diva, especially when you're playing Diva, when the enemy team's running Diva, Hitscan, Torbjorn against you in a choke where there's only one area to grab from because the Matrix covers the entire screen. But we managed to find an amazing value with that grab defensively because there was no way for me to offensively grab because the Diva is just going to eat it no matter what. Even if I was able to somehow land a grab on the enemy team, the Diva would have matrixed all the damage, all the follow-up damage. But since we knew that was the issue, since we knew that was the case, we managed to grab on an object as they were pushing me with the Kitsune visor and the Torbjorn damage, and you know how Kitsune, Torbjorn, Soldier, Diva, it literally melts, so we managed to deny their heavy push, and we managed to somehow let the Diva survive, which allows me actually to keep playing Zarya into the Diva. So very picture-perfect gameplay, honestly. And guys, it's really important to use, I'm gonna highlight you need to use the perks that I've used and make sure that you save your bubbles for your teammates because the way that the Zarya Diva matchup goes is the Zarya is going to be most of the time playing the objective and the Diva is going to avoid playing the objective because she cannot 1v1 the Zarya directly. So what the Diva would like to do, because I'm a Diva man, I know exactly how to play this matchup, so what the Diva wants to do is she was going to push the isolated targets of Zarya's teammates, and all you gotta do is just save your bubbles for your teammates and you're gonna be fine. And make sure to go as soon as you have that the perk where you give yourself more knockback, go for it immediately because you can access high ground. It's actually so underrated. Almost never go for the right perk. Obviously, the enemy team actually still have the Torbjorn, so it's gonna make my life a little bit difficult, but I'm not gonna go here for the Zarya because I'm not going to be able to defend well if I'm being pressured by multiple angles because they have a sniper and they have Tourbillon and I cannot get the turret. So I'm going to stick with Ramatra here. Ramatra is really good against everything they're running. So all we got to do, guys, here, stand our ground, make sure we have abilities because the D.Va is going to bomb here. And they have a very, very, very difficult team comp to defend. To play into. The Hanzo. I wanna plus it a little bit so I can hold the corner. And we managed to clip this guy very well. We're gonna ult here just to stay alive, not anything else. But we actually managed to get a Kitsune out from our team, so that's actually pretty good. But it's absolutely fine because we managed to force them to go back, and now we have this amazing corner to defend to. Now if the enemy team wants to push, they have to use ultimates. There you go, that's 3 ultimates, as I expected. And we have Coalescence in return, so if we survive, actually, if I might get cold, but unfortunately, oh my god, they even cold. So yeah, that's like best case scenario for me. Not only I was able to get the corner back to defend with Ramatra, but they used literally everything. They used both DPS ults. They used, if I'm not mistaken, both support ultimates. I think the only thing they have is the remake. Now, if we win one more fight here, we're actually gonna put ourselves. I can call the GGs here. So let's see. We just need to be really careful because the D.Va is gonna have a remake here on me, and the Hanzo's taking aggressive angles, and I don't like that. We have High Noon here. I'm being pushed aggressively because she knows she can afford to do that because the remake is inbound. Unfortunately, they managed to actually clip my support. My DPS fell down. I might have to go. Thing is, if I drop the Ramatra, D.Va's gonna have a really great time if I go Sigma. But we can hold it for a little longer. We have no heals. We cannot afford to drop our Kiriko drops. She's gonna remake behind me. I tried to hold it for as long as possible, but that's definitely a point. We tried to hold it as much as possible, but our DPS kind of got staggered a lot, honestly. Oh, they're slacking now. But she did use her ultimate, so that's actually not too shabby. We have our ultimate. We have the Kitsune now that we have to get the maximum. I have to wipe out the entire team with this with the next Kitsune annihilation. So I'm gonna actually lock in here real quick, and I'm gonna stop talking because I need to do this. Otherwise, this actually might be game. My D.Va is dead. That's good. The Torb is really difficult for me to deal with. That's really unfortunate. Because we kind of wasted our Blizzard. I don't know why we did. This game, guys, is gonna go a little longer. I feel like our D.Va is kind of slacking because I don't think we could do any better. This guy should die. What a clutch cola. I feel like I'm the only one who's noticing his existence. He actually survived. Somebody killed Hanzo. Okay, he's dead. And the D.Va's D-Mech, she has no remech. That's actually, okay, things are looking kind of good, but the Tourbillon's turn on high ground, the Moira's popping off. The turret is wrapping my entire team. Just hang on for a little longer, team. Just hang in there, my cutie pies. Hang on, hang in there. Turret, don't do me dirty. Okay, we can hang on. I can cycle my ultimate. Oh my god, Symmetra the GOAT. I'm not gonna lie, the Symmetra clutched that, the Moira clutched that, and boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have definitely a hell of a match to watch. Okay, so now what we need to do is be ready for the D.Va bomb. She definitely has bomb. The Hanzo fell down. She's looking for a bomb. Okay, but we're ready with the shield. You always gotta be careful. Okay, I need to actually be careful of that Tourbillon's. Okay, I'm not gonna shield. Yeah, that's why. Because if I shield, she's gonna eat it behind me. I'd rather use this ability to keep myself alive. But it's not looking really pretty. We do have the Kitsune activated. Okay, no, we don't. Okay, I wish if that ultimate came a little bit earlier, but oh my god, the Reaper is Skull Chicken! The D.Va's D-Mech, but the turret is actually getting a lot of value! Oh, so close! Are we gonna touch? So close! Could we actually had our ultimate? If my Symmetra managed to get her ultimate literally 5 or 10 seconds earlier, this game would have been absolutely in the bag. Really well played by the enemy team. I feel like the switches came way a little too little late, unfortunately, by my DPS because the Symmetra and the Reaper came in really clutch as soon as they switched. I wish if they did that actually a little bit earlier. Okay, now that we know what the enemy team wants to do, this guy did not switch off Torbjorn like whatsoever, so we definitely need to go Ram. I wish if I had an Ana actually. We can see because if I go Torbjorn, I'm gonna get melted. I mean, if I go Zarya, I'm gonna get melted by the Torb. So Torb is kind of out of the. I mean, Zarya's out of the question here. This guy wants to play D.Va. We can't really go hog because Hanzo cooks me. So, but now though we have both of our perks, and I almost always go for these two. But I'm actually considering for going for my left one here because I can't really go aggressive into Torbjorn anyway. So I would like this is literally the first time I go for the healing perk because I'm usually an aggressive ram, but in this specific matchup when they have Symmetra, I mean when they have when they have Hanzo, D.Va, Kiriko, and a Torb, you can't really play aggressive until you literally get deleted, insta deleted. So I need that extra healing, so I'm gonna go with this one because I'm gonna be playing a little bit defensive. I will need to focus the turret as much as possible, and I'm gonna play literally next to my team. I'm not gonna let that D.Va get any kind of space on my team. So we're ready. We're gonna actually play so defensive that this D.Va is gonna literally hit ourselves. See, that's like the one time I wanted to punch and I got deleted. Hans is ready for me. That's why I literally said I'm gonna play defensive, and then I decided to punch to go a little bit aggressive. I got insta deleted. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to swap. I can't play into this. I have to switch. I have to switch. We are gonna go. Unfortunately, I can't. I don't have the thingy installed. Okay, it's okay. Oh no, I really want to turn. I don't have my interact. I'm gonna have to play the corner. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. I'm 14 in ultimate. Okay, this is OT, so it's okay. Actually, I'm glad that I didn't switch. Now I can pressure. Yeah, like holy. If I actually went right here, I'm being cooked because of the turret. Okay, this is not over yet. We have the Symmetra. Okay, the turret is not an issue for me because he's playing around the corner. The hunt. Okay. No. Why would you play that corner, man? I really needed my Symmetra there. It's not gonna really do anything. Okay, these two ultimates cancel each other. That's 3 ultimates. Now when the Symmetra comes back, I wish if my team knows how to actually, the concept of retreating. Okay, I have to die, I'm not gonna use my ultimate. If why are you saying thank you, Moira? If the Moira actually came back, would have won on the re-engage, but this game is really getting down to the wire. Stop swimming tanks! It's your fault. You wanted me to push with it. Okay, that's a wasted dragon. Man, the Hunter switch is actually really clutching up for them. Okay, we're gonna win though here in this fight. There's no way we lose. Yeah, that's actually a really great shield. The Honda's isolated. It's not really my issue. We're gonna ult here because they're isolated. They can't kill me and I can kill them. Yeah. I know that we're gonna win this here because we have a lot of ultimates. Somehow, we're gonna lose because nobody knows how to actually avoid LOS. How did my... Bro, no way. We had a Sim shield! How did they die by the bomb? That's actually diabolical, guys. Okay, this is really impressive that we actually lost that. I'm not gonna lie, we also have 19 and 15 on DPS. I think the enemy, my team just doesn't know how to handle with the Torb. It's a lot of deaths in my team! I can't do anything! Tactical Visor activated. Simus, this guy, the Torb is really the GOAT! Torb is the GOAT! Torb is the GOAT! The Torbjorn is the GOAT, honestly. I couldn't really do, I literally, guys, from a tank's perspective, I cannot do anything more because of the fact that I'm being, like, they're literally playing anti-tank team comp. Hanzo Torb, especially with the Kiriko, if I don't have a Zen, I just automatically lose here. So we're gonna actually go for a very desperate pick. We're gonna go D.Va. There's absolutely nothing more for me to do except going D.Va because at least on D.Va, not only I can peel from my team, don't like the fact that we're running Soldier into a choke map like King's Row against Adiva. That's the issue, I feel like. Because as soon as we ran Reaper Sim, we actually did much better into the enemy team, but we're running like a hit scan in King's Row when Diva just matrixes the entire screen. See, now this guy goes Zenyatta. I literally told you guys, like, if I know exactly what my team needs to win, and these guys also know, but nobody really switches in this game. That's actually kind of unlucky. But the whole point of the video is to tell you guys what to do to the best of your abilities so you can actually contribute the most and do your best so you can actually influence the game to the best of your abilities. Obviously, we're gonna go with duration. I'm gonna go with the left one because I'm not gonna be aggressive anyways, and I'm gonna go with the left one. The left perk is superior to this one, and we literally have like an amazing team comp now. But I just don't like the soldier. If everybody plays perfect, we should win automatically. Yeah, but like I said, at least now I can contest the Hanzo, and I can pressure, and I can peel for my team. So we have a solid team comp. If I were the Hanzo, I would flank, and we saw that a mile away. So, all right. Okay, both divas are taking a lot of damage. Yep. My Hanzo's scatter arrows just wipes out my entire. I really cannot do much more. The enemy DPS are literally the goat. They just out DPS. I'm gonna give it to them honestly. If I like, because this is like anti-tank, and if my team cannot deal with this, I'm sorry. Like we need a Pharah. I feel like, because Zen is a really good option. I feel like Zen is definitely gonna help our team really good. I feel like we just. Wish if we had this switch a little. Maybe I could eat it? Yeah, there you go. Wait, the dragon. Okay. I just need to play really slow. Really slow. Because that's how you play when you have a Zenyatta on your team. Alright. I can't peek any angle. I literally get melted. Alright, we trading Kitsunes. Okay, we can LOS that. Okay, at least they wasted Kitsune. There's that. Man, the enemy team DPS are actually the GOAT, bro. This guy in his turret, so annoying. Okay, like the Hanzo is not even that good on you. I honestly feel like this guy is hacking the Tourbillon. Not really the best ultimate, but Right, now we're gonna try to go for this isolated targets. Gonna cook this guy. We do have our ultimate. Did create as much space as possible. We're gonna try to take the ultimate. We caught the Torb. The Hanzo couldn't finish me up, so that's actually really good. Now I'm gonna peel for my Zen, and we're gonna go for the Hanzo soon. Yeah, there you go. The Hanzo should die here. Okay, Hanzo is dead, but my Zen is dead here. That's the issue with this matchup, really. My hands are really tied, because this is where the team needs to clutch it up. Just really not sure why we're not running Sync to begin with. Don't really agree. I know this guy, by the way, he did not just switch. He switched to Lucio for a while ago. I really disagree with the Lucio switch, but it is what it is, guys. We actually tried literally our best to win this game, because look at the stats of this game. I'm almost matching the enemy stats tank, if not better, other than the Elims, because Elims comes when your DPS actually does well, so you can follow up on that. But I have more damage than the enemy tank. I have more damage blocked from the enemy tank, and I have more healing. So when it comes to me contributing to the game, I absolutely did really well. But look at the DPS diff, unfortunately. I really couldn't do much, unfortunately, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, this game was actually kind of chaotic. The first round, I think what happened is the first one we actually did really good on Zarya, that my team just kind of happened to get carried. But yeah, I mean the Torb with the 26k damage. Obviously, my team was shooting at things, but it's just in general, guys. This Overwatch is really complicated. Soldier is a really, 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 really terrible pick when you play a choke map like Kingzhou, especially when the enemy team has Diva that can literally matrix the one choke that you're able to shoot at. And when you go in against a Hanzo, because Hanzo, you can't really peek angles when Hanzo's peeking because you can get one-shotted. So that's why Soldier is really, really bad. His ultimate doesn't get any value, literally contributes nothing to the team, hence the 21 deaths. I mean, that's really crazy. And the Hanzo with the 40 eliminations, bro. Yeah, I mean, both DPS were not really the best, but hey, it is what is part of the game. But I really hope you guys enjoyed. I really hope you guys... yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching the stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did like the video, enjoy, subscribe, and share with your friends. If you learned a thing or two, I wish I could you guys all to the next one. Be to the bye.